right. So if you don't know us, I am Cherie.
I'm Chris.
And we are your hosts here at the Mobile Internet Resource Center, as well as the Internet for RVers group on Facebook, and also the host of the Mobile Internet Aficionados, who are our premium membership that fund everything we do. They are what makes it possible for us to stay on top of this content.
Right. And some of you also might know us as Technomadia. That's our personal side. We keep that separate, and this is our work, which is all the internet stuff.
So, why we are doing this presentation today is AT&T, we have been hearing kind of through leaks in some of the forums that we track that they are about to not make eligible anymore mobile hotspots on their new Unlimited Plus and Choice plans. So we're going to explain what that means and what you need to do if you want to take advantage of this, because this may be one of those situations where you have your last opportunity to grab a sweet unlimited data plan.
1 week left to get grandfathered, basically.
All right, so what we know at this point is as of beginning of October 28th, you will no longer be able to open up a new AT&T account and add on a mobile hotspot device as an unlimited line. If you have an existing AT&T plan, we are seeing that they will allow you to add them on up until early January, but the wording is not clear if you'll be grandfathered in. What we do know, and what has been issued through internal leaks to AT&T customer service representatives and their internal memo systems, is that if you have one of these devices on your line by October 28th, and that means close of business October 27th. Don't think that you have the 28th to do this. That you will be grandfathered in, regardless of whatever they're doing in the future. We do not know what they're doing after that.
Right. Now, grandfathered in does mean they could change their terms later, but it is a great thing, and historically the carriers do keep grandfathered plans around for a very long time, which is wonderful. It's like lock in something amazing. So first question. Why is this such a great plan? What sets it apart?
So all of the carriers now have an unlimited data plan that you can go into any of their stores and acquire as a new consumer. However, they all have gotchas. We've gotten used to calling unlimited. The AT&T, so like Verizon, when you add a hotspot on, you get 15 gigabytes of high-speed mobile hotspot use, and then it drops. It's actually throttled down.
It's 600 kilobits for the remainder of the month.
Sprint and T-Mobile both do not offer their unlimited plans on mobile hotspot devices. And these are the devices that us RVers and cruisers use a lot of the times as our primary mobile internet connectivity. Yes, you can hotspot off a smartphone, but there's a lot of downsides to doing that. And if you want to catch up on what those downsides are, we have an article. It's rvmobileinternet.com/MiFi, M-I-F-I, and it goes through the pros and cons of a device like this versus hotspotting off your smartphone. These are a lot more reliable. You don't have to worry about what happens when someone walks out of the RV to go take a walk with your internet. This is a device that you can leave behind.
Right. And also the phones also have a lot of limitations on using them as a hotspot too.
Most of them have hotspot data caps. On AT&T, when they came out with their Unlimited Plus plan at the beginning of this year, they only give you 10 gigabytes of high-speed mobile hotspot use when you're hotspotting off a smartphone. But when you add on one of their data-only devices, like the Unite Explorer, the Velocity, the Mobley that a lot of people are using, or the rural, they call it the home base, which is what they typically use on their wireless phone and internet plans. Those are all data-only devices, and they specifically exempted them from the high-speed mobile hotspot cap. So what that means is you get actual unlimited data on these devices for hotspot use, whether that's to get your laptops online for working, for homeschooling, or video streaming, or whatever you do online. It's only subject to something that's called network management. And network management just means that after you use 22 gigabytes of data in a month, you may be slowed down. And the operative word is may.
So it comes down to if you're on a congested tower and it's calculated per second, if the tower is congested and you're in the data management, the network management threshold, you will be a second-class citizen compared to people who have not hit that yet. So if the tower is not busy, you will not notice it. If the tower is only slightly busy, you probably still would not notice it. Only if the tower is super congested will you feel the pain of being past that 22 gigabyte limit.
So it is a great plan. It is the only consumer accessible plan on the market right now where you can get unlimited data on a hotspot that is actually usable as a home internet replacement, which is what a lot of us RVers and cruisers are after, is we want something that replaces our home internet connection when we were stationary living folks. So that's why this plan is really important, and why it might be an important part of your arsenal to consider now if you want to get it while you still can, because after October 27th,
right.
That is the critical date, October 27th, close of business day. You will not be able to add this onto your plan and guarantee that you get it grandfathered in going forward.
So, time is tight. So, right now this plan is normally for people who have an AT&T phone, they're adding on a hotspot. But can you get this with just a hotspot?
Yes, you can. So that is another unique thing about the unlimited data plans, is you do not need to have your phone on AT&T in order to snag this deal. You can go to AT&T, purchase one of their hotspot devices, and we'll talk about this specific one and other ones that are options, and activate it as your primary line of service on either the Unlimited Plus or Unlimited Choice plan. As a primary line of service. So basically it would be what you normally activate as a smartphone. So if you do not need a phone service on AT&T, you can activate this. Now if you already have an Unlimited Plus plan with smartphones and other devices on it, you can add one of these on for $20 a month and get that unlimited plan.
If you don't have a smartphone, how much is it?
If you don't have a smartphone, the Unlimited Plus plan is $90 a month, and that's actually one of my questions.
Okay.
We'll go over that, but it's $90 a month with autopay as a standalone plan for one device. Now, if you want two devices on your line, it's not just a $20 add-on. AT&T actually then bumps you up to what they call their multi-line plan, and that goes to $145 a month. So that gets to be a confusing point for some folks, is that they've got a smartphone and they've been hearing, oh, I can add on this Unite Explore for $20 a month, not on a single line. So if you go from single line to multi-line, you're going from $95 a month to $145 a month. And they do give a $5 discount for autopay. That's why you hear the 90 versus 95 very often. So just keep that in mind when you go in. This is not as great a deal as that Mobley connected car plan that we're pushing for $20 a month as a standalone. But that plan, as far as we've been able to determine, no one's been able to really activate easily in quite a while. So this may be the last chance to get a truly unlimited plan at $90 a month.
So, what device do you recommend to connect to AT&T?
Well, our top pick is the Unite Explorer. This is their mobile hotspot device. It came out about a year ago. It is their most technologically advanced hotspot device on the market for AT&T that you can purchase at AT&T. What we love about it is, number one, is it's got dual antenna ports.
Hugely important.
This allows you to use other options than just a cellular booster to get a better signal. It allows you to use antenna solutions, which you can, there's a whole range of MIMO antennas is what that is multiple in, multiple out. So it'll give you a lot more options for signal enhancing. It is also a Category 9 LTE modem, which will give you better speeds.
And better future-proofing.
It's got more bands that are covered. So as AT&T has newer bands, it's got more bands covered in it. So as they roll out new coverage, this one's going to pick them up. It also has carrier aggregation, which allows multiple bands to be combined at once. So it is the most advanced, and this is $199 for the Unite Explorer. And I'll talk about where to get this device later.
And it is also, for RVers and stuff who are outside, it is waterproof. So it's got a really long battery life, and if you happen to get it out in the rain, it is fine with that. So it's quite handy.
Yep, and it's got a charging port on it too, so you can keep phones and stuff charged on the back.
Yeah, if you have to do a special cable.
It's their special cable.
Comes with it. But
now there are other devices that AT&T offers. If you go in, they might not have the Unite Explorer available. The Velocity is the one that they usually will try to push on you. That is actually from their prepaid line. It is not nearly as advanced, but if that's all you can get activated to get on this plan, get it. It's fine. It'll get you online.
And you can always upgrade your hotspot later.
A lot of people are asking about the Mobley, which is that connected car device that is designed to go into the diagnostic port of a vehicle. Then a lot of people got these adapter cables that allow you to plug it in anywhere. And this was the device that was able to be activated on the connected car $20 a month standalone plan. Now that plan is completely different than this Unlimited Plus plan that we're talking about.
Right, so it is still an unlimited plan, but you can, now where people get really confused is you can put a Mobley on to an Unlimited Plus plan,
So
just like a hotspot.
Exactly. So when people talk about the Mobley plan, it's really what they're talking about is the connected car plan.
Right.
So that's a different division of AT&T. The Unlimited Plus plan is under AT&T Wireless, and this device, the Mobley, can be activated on an AT&T Wireless plan or a connected car plan. And that connected car plan was a special promotional offer that allowed you to activate this for $20 a month without needing any other lines of service.
Best deal ever offered in the wireless world.
It's been about a month since we've heard of successful activations of that plan without going through a lot of hoops. And the hoops we're hearing some people are occasionally getting through the hoops, but
Yes.
it is still maybe possible.
And it's still very hard to find Mobleys too, but they're back in stock in a few places, but that getting them onto that older plan is tough.
But this device is pretty basic.
It is primitive.
It is
to this.
primitive. I mean, someone asked us, what is the difference between a Unite Explorer and a Mobley? Well, number one, you have to have a special adapter to use this at anywhere else other than a diagnostic port in your vehicle. It has no battery backup in it, so you can't take it away from your RV.
Supports 5 devices connected instead of 15.
This is 15 devices. This is a Category 3 modem.
Yes, Category 3. So it is as a dinosaur as far as raw LTE technology compared to the Unite
There
Explorer.
are AT&T bands that this does not pick up that the Unite Explorer does, and it does not have any built-in. To get to antenna ports, you have to physically take this thing apart.
And solder.
In solder. I mean, it's a really an advanced do-it-yourself hack to do so. There's no way to enhance the signal on this other than with a cellular booster. So you are looking at the price difference between these two. This is $99. This is $199. Retail price, there's other prices you can find for it. But you have to buy a power adapter for this too, so keep that in mind. This is a substantial upgrade.
Yes.
The only thing that this thing is worthwhile for is if you have access to that $20 a month connected car plan. That is the only advantage this device had, is that you could activate it on that plan.
Now there is one little tip now, is if you were to take the SIM card from a connected car device like the Mobley and put it into the Unite Explorer, at the moment that works. AT&T is not blocking that, so you can get the $20 plan and put it into a more capable device like this. But very likely in the future they'll put a check back on the back end of their network that'll make sure that the SIM matches the device type, in which case the Mobley SIM will have to be in a Mobley.
Just know that
that might happen.
You are at risk if you are not using your SIM card in the Mobley if you're on the connected car plan. So yes, you can take a Mobley and activate it on the Unlimited Plus plan and pay $90 a month instead of $20 a month. It is entirely possible. They will allow these activations. And these right now are not singled out in AT&T's statements. They're just saying mobile hotspots, WHPIs, which are the AT&T home-based
wireless
device,
home, phone, and internet.
and some LTE laptops that have built-in modems on them. They have not specifically singled out the Mobley. So we don't know if these are going to be also not eligible for activation on Unlimited Plus later.
Right.
All right.
So then let's go into how do you get a plan and what is the difference between Plus and Choice?
Okay. So to get the plan, you'll need to go to AT&T. You can do this in an AT&T store, or if you already have a device in hand that you can activate, AT&T has a bring your own phone page. Of course, in this case, it's a device you're taking, and you'll easily be able to find that on AT&T's wireless page. You can go there and you'll type in the IEMI number. It's a whole bunch of vowels there, and that's basically the serial number of the device. And you can usually find that on the back panel.
It's on the back panel or on the control panel.
Or the dashboard.
Status,
and you'll need that number. And then you can activate a plan with AT&T online, and they will send you the SIM card to you. One tip of advice for us mobile folks. Usually we are not at our billing address. And this is very common with AT&T and most cellular carriers, is that if you try to activate a plan over the phone or online, is have that sent to your billing address.
Yes.
Because a lot of the times AT&T systems will kick it out as fraud if you're shipping it to a different address than your billing
and it's
address.
frustrating because they'll take the order, the rep will say, oh, no problem, it went through, it's all good, and then it goes to a higher level in AT&T, and the fraud department almost inevitably will kick it back saying the addresses don't match, and then you've got to they'll maybe even flag your account that you have to bring in a driver's license to an AT&T store, and it's a headache. So just always just use your billing address.
That doesn't guarantee you that you're going to get through the process, but they're fraud detection. Sometimes they kick it. We have heard that they kick out mobile like these mail forwarding services that a lot of us use to get our mail. You know, there is risk with that, but we've gone through it several times, and several others have. As long as you have it shipped to your billing address, that usually cuts out most of the fraud detection.
Right.
Out
Or
of their
go
system.
to an AT&T store.
Because time is of the essence here. You need your plan activated and approved by AT&T by the close of business day on October 27th if you want to be able to have an unlimited hotspot on your plan with AT&T. I cannot emphasize that enough. So you want to cut out, you know, this may mean that you need to drive to an AT&T store just to take care of all this. We are hearing that the United Splore may be in short supply. There's obviously a big rush as news of this spreads. So call ahead and make sure that they have them in stock for you to take that day and activate if you go to a store, and make sure that it's online when you order it. If you can't find it via AT&T, there are some resellers that sell it. You can find them on Amazon, and I'll put a link in the comments on the archive of this one. If you'd like to support our resource center, of course, we are an Amazon affiliate. We do appreciate that, but that's not why we're doing this.
And we also actually have links to a supplier that sells it unlocked,
Right.
so you can use it on T-Mobile as well. The
Mr. Aberthon will also sell them. I think he sells them at $149, and he comes to you already unlocked, but just means that you're able to activate this on another carrier that supports the bands that this one does, and this one works well on T-Mobile as well. So if you want it unlocked, so you can use it on different carriers or internationally with SIM cards, then you'll want to have it unlocked instead of getting the locked version from AT&T.
AT&T will unlock for you, but it is a headache and a pain and a hassle, so buying it pre-unlocked is always nice.
Now, there's two unlimited choices with AT&T Wireless. You'll be presented with the Unlimited Plus and the Unlimited Choice plan, and we get a lot of questions on this. The price difference is $60 for the Choice or $90 for the Unlimited Plus, and that's with the auto pay discount already factored in there. And of course, there's taxes and fees on top of that. Unlimited Choice is not the plan that we recommend. That one is always throttled to 3 megabit per second speeds, which is fine for general web surfing.
You can even stream Netflix
It's fine for general stuff, but if you need the higher speeds, you're gonna want to go Unlimited Plus and get full LTE speeds on it. With Unlimited Choice, the budget plan, that one is also, whenever you're streaming video, it will always be throttled to 480p resolution. Whereas on Unlimited Plus, when you first get the plan, they're going to have something called Stream Saver turned on, which is going to be throttled to 480p, but you can go into your account and turn that off and get full HD video on the Unlimited Plus plan.
So turning off Stream Saver, they're not going to encourage you to do that. You got to dig through. We've got a guide on how to turn off Stream Saver. Once you turn it off, HD video. Awesome.
All right. So those are the choices in the plans. Did we have anything else on there?
You would explain a little bit more about what the home base was.
Okay, and then the home base. So there's also something called the AT&T home base, which we sold ours. We don't have it anymore, but it's a lot bigger than a hotspot, and it has an Ethernet port on the back, and it also has a phone jack on it. And this is a device that is also known as the wireless home phone internet device. It's another division of AT&T. And this device is specifically marketed to stationary home dwellers who want a cellular connection.
And a phone line, too.
And a phone line. Yeah. And around the same time that all these unlimited plans came out, just before that, AT&T actually soft-launched a rural plan on that gave you 250 or 500 gigabytes of data in a month. And that was a plan that a lot of RVers got on board before all these unlimited plans came available. If you have one of those rural plans, you are not impacted by these changes by AT&T. Like I said, it's a different department. The only thing that is impacted is after October 27th, you will not be able to activate one of those home-based devices as an unlimited plan.
Right.
So if you wanted to switch from 500 gigabytes or 250 gigabytes to unlimited, this week is your last chance to do that. Right. So that's the only impact that has on that. Are there any questions?
So I'm going to skim here and see what questions have come up. So
that's the material that we had prepared for you guys for a presentation that's addressing a lot of the questions we've been seeing in the group. All of this we're going off of internal leaked memos. AT&T has not yet, I haven't checked in the last 20 minutes, but they have not yet released any official guidance on this. This is all stuff that we've been tracking behind the scenes.
Just yesterday, they released the guidance to their customer service reps inside, so that's what we're mostly going on is what they've told their internal customer service reps now.
So this is just customer service reps who have leaked this information out. It's been confirmed by several reps that we feel it's legitimate enough to issue you this kind of take action. If you want this unlimited data plan on AT&T, you have 1 week to act.
Yeah.
So I saw a comment that Best Buy has the United Explorer for $50, and you can get it for $50 at AT&T as well. Just keep in mind that comes with a 2-year contract. That is a subsidized price, and you'll need to weigh your own factors if you want to sign a 2-year contract for that $150 discount, or if you want to just buy it outright and have the flexibility to move.
Right.
Like if AT&T does clamp down on these plans in the future, and you want to have to go,
theoretically,
through
if they make changes to the to your service that you reject, you can cancel the contract, and you can then get out of the contract and don't have to pay the early termination penalty. But depends on whether AT&T is generous and makes you fight for that. So you can decide whether you're like, hey, this might be my chance to get a discounted hotspot, and I can walk away free if they ever try to clamp down.
Right. So there's risk factors. I mean, by the contract. If they change terms of service, they should let you out of it. So it's just really up to you if you want to sign a 2-year contract or not.
Phil asks, can you move an unlocked device to a different carrier down the road if you own it outright?
Yes, if the device supports the other carrier. So that's the United Explorer does work well on T-Mobile. It covers some of Verizon's bands, but not enough to make it really all that attractive.
Most AT&T devices, a lot of them will do T-Mobile very well, but Verizon's got some oddball. Verizon's primary LTE band is one that AT&T doesn't generally care to support, so most AT&T devices, hotspots don't migrate to Verizon particularly well.
Nelson asked, if I get the Unlimited Plus family plan with 4 lines, the 22 gigabytes of management is applied to each line, or is it all combined? So that the 22 gigabytes of network management is per line. So so each device on the account gets 22 gigabytes before you're subject to network management, and it's specifically with a smartphone. Also, each gets 10 gigabytes of high-speed mobile hotspot use.
So this is confusing stuff, but hopefully this is clearing it up. I think we're caught up on questions.
Yes. This mobile internet stuff is a very confusing topic. There's so much to have to understand, and when we started this group 4 years ago, we really had no clue what we were getting ourselves into. This was just a kind of a side hobby for us because we're getting so many questions on our personal blog of Technomadia that we just needed a place for people to talk. And it's now turned into a full-time job. We have no other income source because this is what we put all of our full-time efforts on, is running the Mobile Internet Resource Center, and that comprises of the book, which is currently I don't have the copy right nearby, but we have a book that goes along with it. I do not recommend buying it right now. It is outdated, and we will have a new copy out by the beginning of the year. This is all funded. We are not fans of advertising. We're not fans of sponsorships. We would not feel right. I would not be able to sleep at night knowing that I was taking sponsorship dollars to tell you that one device was better than another.
Particularly because we have companies occasionally say, we want you to be the exclusive. We want you to mention only us. And we're like, no.
We don't do that.
No, we're happy to have deep intimate relationships with companies because we get information, but no, we don't want exclusives. So
we want to... Our goal here is to be unbiased, and we try to cover everything from what works best for RVers and try to point out the pros and cons so that you can make informed decisions for you. So to do this, we are completely funded by our community. It is through our premium memberships that we are able to spend the time tracking this, to be able to get these alerts out, to be able to answer all your questions in the group. And so those who choose to support this resource center, they get extra benefits. So they've been in the know of this for a lot longer. They've gotten some special advising. We had a special webinar earlier this week, last week for them, giving them advice on this. They get a lot of alerts. They get Q&A forums. We do this sort of stuff all the time. We do these Q&A sessions all the time with them. We actually do video two-way interactive Q&As, so we can actually see and talk to people and take questions that way, which is very fun. So we love what we do. If I had it my way, I'd be independently wealthy and just be able to do this all day and help you guys out. But that's not our reality. I bet you're not independently wealthy either. Neither are we. So in order for us to be able to do this, we love our MIAs, our mobile internet aficionados, and it is because of them we're even, able to do a broadcast like this and host this group. So if mobile internet's important to you, we do urge you to look into a membership and support that and go further with us. We have a classroom that walks you through all of this stuff, and we give you alerts and newsletters when all this stuff is coming up. I see a question that Jennifer asked, are we still offering personal consultations? And that is an add-on service that we offer when we have time and availability, and that's one-on-one advising sessions.
With our members only. Yeah.
It includes a membership. If you've been following our personal journey, we are in the Florida Keys still dealing with Hurricane Irma, hurricane destruction right now. So we're going to try our first ones this week and see how it goes, and see if we have the time and availability to do it. But we're still trying to catch up on a lot of work, and we have a book to rewrite. But when we have time and availability, we do offer personal one-on-one consultations, and we'll help you come up with your ideal mobile internet solution. But we love what we do, and we thank you for being here. We thank you for helping each other in the groups and the forums, and we are so super appreciative of our mobile internet aficionados that make this all